truth about porn addiction is huge. But if we remove the shame and talk about it, we can help many people. When I was younger, there was no internet. It was pretty hard to get an access to porn. I remember I had to put a lot of effort into being able to watch porn on VHS tapes. And yet, still with all of these limitations, I managed to get myself addicted. I can only imagine how hard it is with the internet on every single smartphone. It is estimated that 90% of young children have seen porn online. It is no longer just Google or YouTube, it's also all of the porn sites that gain hundreds of millions of views every single day. 42 billion visits to just Pornhub in 2019. And that's especially dangerous to the kids like me from the past who start watching crazy sex videos too early. That's why I make a video I wish someone would show me when I struggled with porn addiction, not just as a teenager, but also as an adult. These are the observations of an ex-porn addict. Porn is like a bad diet. When you first start eating all the fast food burgers and drinking sweet sodas, you feel good. It gives you some type of happiness. But before you know it, all this junk food starts sucking the life out of you. You become more tired, less motivated, less healthy. Your self-esteem falls lower, and worst of all, the longer you eat that junk food, the harder it gets to switch your eating habits to the good ones, because salad seems like a punishment to you. And that's exactly the thing that happened to me for many years. I didn't have any idea that porn was bad for me. And it took me a long time to realize the truth about how porn was made. 10-minute long videos shot over a few hours, fake orgasms, women with tons of makeup and lighting to make them look absolutely perfect, carefully selected men. I didn't know that it was all reality on steroids. And worst part was that the longer I watched porn for, the more extreme I wanted it to be. My addiction led me to see some of the darkest human desires. In other words, just as with a bad diet, it started sucking life out of me. I didn't want to keep on watching it, but I couldn't stop. And it's definitely not easy to open up about it. Earlier in this video, I said how the shame element in porn addiction is huge. It's so bad that even the sex education at school decided to totally ignore the subject of porn, which is, think about it, it's insane. It shouldn't be like that. Please don't shy away from talking about sex in your house, because if you make it a taboo, your kid will use porn sites as the main teacher, and that's a bad idea. Don't get me wrong, porn can be good for some adults. But there is nothing right in porn if it starts at a young age and ends up being the first real addiction to millions and millions of people all across the world. And that's why, despite the shame, I decided to open up, because I know it can help. There are many problems around the world that we can see. But this problem of porn, we cannot see because we all hide it. It's about time that we remove the shame and talk about it to our friends, our family, and our children. It's the only way we can remove the stigma and help each other understand the dark side of porn addiction.